Welcome to this recorded class for the 15th of May 2023. And we're going to do some nice relaxing Qigong, things for the hands, some teacups, and just nice Qigong. The gentle percussion wakes up the body, the swinging makes things flow, loosen the arms, the shoulders. And as we go up the level of the ribs, at the level of the lower ribs, we're gently stimulating the kidneys and the adrenal gland at the back, and the liver on the right at the front, and the spleen on the left. Simple, easy swinging, shifting the weight, swinging the arms, and top. Glutes at the back, pecs on the front. Sometimes people do this with loose fists, loose fist at the front and at the back to have a bit more vigorous stimulation, but stay within your zone of comfort as usual. And with the side of the thumb on the top of the shoulder and the tailbone at the back. Very nice. And we go back down, either hand or fist. And the ribs. Let it swing, let it be easy. Let it flow, and the lower belly and the glutes. And we let the swing stop. Then with one arm, we're gonna tap the base of the nape. Just the junction between the thoracic spine and the neck. An important acupuncture point for neck stiffness, but also all the yang meridians meet there. So when people are really too hot with fever, for instance, that's a point that can be used to subdue fever. And other side, same thing. And at the same time, we're loosening the shoulder and the arm. Nice and easy. One more time. And then the side, from the armpit to the side of the chest. Armpit down, getting the lymph to flow, not to stay stuck. It is very often that lymph will have a tendency to be stuck at the level of the breast, even for men, and the armpit. And we switch side. The loose fist, the loose wrist. Perfect. And now we're gonna swing the arms sideways, both arms on one side, both arms on the other side. A swing, just letting it happen. Letting it happen. And now as we swing, we're gonna look behind. This palm goes up, and then we reverse. Now that palm is gonna go up, and we swing and swing. And actually both palms can be going up. So there's a bit of waist motion involved there. Both palms up as we go up, and then we drop them and they swing to the other side. Swinging. I'm doing it a little bit more vigorously, but when we do it slowly at the Qigong, this is called contemplating the moon. And one more on each side. And we stop the swing. Just always make sure that these things are easy on your knees. Then both feet are parallel and we move one foot forward. They stay parallel as opposed to having the back foot open like what we do usually in Tai Chi. So we keep, that's a bit of a different configuration for the hips. And we get one arm at the front, one arm at the back, and swing. So that's a nice stretch for the side of the body. And there's a waist twisting. That's a really nice one. In a comfortable position for your legs, the knees are slightly bent. So my knees are not stiff, my knees are slightly bent. And letting the swing stop. Coming back and other side. So the other foot goes forward, our feet are as parallel as comfortable, and same thing, we swing. Nice and easy. Good for the shoulders, good for the waist. Again, the knees are loose, the knees are not stiff. Slightly bent, and we let the swing stop. A nice way to warm up. And then let's do the joint loosening. So one ankle, two wrists, unless you need the support of a chair or a wall. Just one ankle, two wrists, or one ankle, one wrist. Maybe I shouldn't get the support. And other way around. Circling the ankle, circling the wrists. One more. Other side. Lubricating the joints, not really working on range of motion, but working on mobility. In the end, all we want in life is to be mobile. Other way around. In Tai Chi, the nice thing is, and Qigong, we don't need to be that flexible. Practicing it will make us more flexible, but we don't need to be to do very good Tai Chi and to benefit the body and the joints. Feet together within your zone of comfort, hands on the knees and circling. I'm just recentering myself. And other way around. So we do improve our flexibility, but in the sense of being more mobile, not so much getting into contortion type of stretching, but just keeping the joints mobile and functioning. It's all about functioning well. And hula hoop. The pelvis turns in a horizontal plane, loosening the low back, the waist, the hips, and the inner thighs. And one more, other way around. And one more. Shoulders, circling the shoulders backward in a vertical plane. There. And forward, like a train, like a locomotive, which is the name of this move. And one more. And the elbows, circling the elbows without circling the shoulders. So there's no shoulder involvement, it's just the elbows. Again, lubricating the joints and other way around. One more. And the neck, ear to shoulder without moving the shoulder. And other side. Back. And other side. And last time. And looking behind, turning the head and back. Turning the head, back. Turning the head, back. Like you want to look behind, but without moving the shoulders. One more on each side. Neck rotations. Half circles forward with the neck. Chin to one shoulder and a loose half circle. Just very easy, very loose. From one side to the other. And one more on each side. Again, lubricating the joints, making them mobile, not stiff, which is the most important thing in life. And let's do a little bit of hands work, dexterity, fingers loosening and strengthening, as well as a little bit of brain gym with some finger exercises. Thumb in and open the thumb and the fingers. But when you close the fist now, bring the thumb in. Perfect. Let's shake the hands. And I'm going to sit so that I'm closer to you. Starting at the level of the shin, and we bring the prayer hands down as far as we can keep the whole surface, including the bottom here, as far as we can keep it in contact. To loosen the wrists in so-called dorsiflexion, flexion on the dorsum or the back side. And one more. From here, at the level of the shin, opening the fingers with the palms, the whole surface of the palms in contact, strengthening the muscles that are actually in the forearms that pull the fingers back, and working on the flexibility also at a mid-height and at the bottom. And here I don't have any more much range of motion because my wrists are too stretched, but some people will have more flexibility there. Now the height that's comfortable for you, I'm gonna start with my index finger and I push one index finger without moving the other ones, which is a bit of a challenge, as you can tell. So push, and then other side, push on the other side. Push, push. So it's both working on the flexibility of the fingers and on the brain control. Now with the middle finger, push, push on the other side. Push, 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 push. The other fingers don't move. Push, push. Now with the ring fingers, push without moving the other ones. That I have a bit of a hard time. Push just the middle of the ring fingers. Push on the other side. Push, push. So you see my middle finger is moving a little bit. It should not. There is a bit less nervous differentiation with the ring finger. The ring finger has a bit less nerve discrimination unless we train it. And the pinky finger, pinky, and you can see I don't have good control. One side, other side, one side, other side, one side, other side. Perfect. And let's shake the hands. Now we're gonna close both fists, open one hand, open. So we alternate. I have one hand open, the other hand is closed, and I switch. Alternate, switch, 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 switch. So a bit of left, right control. And one more time. Then we're gonna have the fingertips touching and we circle the thumbs around one another without them touching. Other way around, and all the other fingers stay in contact. The thumbs get back in contact and the index fingers turn about one another without touching, changing direction. And they touch. And then the middle fingers turn other way around without touching and in contact. And then the ring fingers turn around one another, other way around without touching and back. And the pinky fingers. And other way around. And back. From here, we're gonna have opening. So this is new, we've never done it before. Opening the thumb and the index finger. So my thumb touches the index finger of the other hand. We're like this. And we're gonna alternate. So I let go of the thumb and I turn and I touch. Now I let go of the index finger and I turn. So alternating. So the first time you may have a bit of a hard time. So if I go back, I have a thumb here and an index finger here and an index finger at the top and the thumb at the top. So the bottom thumb turns, and so I pivot around the other two fingers and I touch. And now I'm going to pivot around this. I'm going to let go of the bottom index finger and I touch. I'm letting go of the bottom thumb and I touch. I'm letting go of the bottom index finger, and so on and so forth. So here there will be a kind of a rhythm that we can find, and it's working. But now, with my same thumb at the bottom, instead of letting go of the thumb, I'm going to let go of the top. So I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around these two. So it goes the other way around. And then I'm going to turn around the bottom. And I'm going to turn around. So I'm turning. So I'm finding there's one direction for me that works a lot better. So this one is a bit more challenging. I tend to go back to what I was doing first. And I have to think about it. There we go. Perfect. So that was index thumb alternating and then turning one way and then the other way. Perfect. And let's have the fingers clasped like this. And so let's assume this is your right hand. It's my left, but let's assume this is your right hand. And I have the thumb. So open the right fingers, but not the left. Close. Open the left fingers, but not the right. So the tendency here will be for this one to open as well. So we keep that thumb in and close. Open left, open right, close. Open left, close. Open right, close. Open left, close. Open right, close. Open left, close. Open right, close. One more time. Open left, close, and open right, close. Very nice. Perfect. And then, so that was for the hands work, a little bit of hands coordination and brain gym there. And let's do some teacups. So some teacups, we're gonna have one hand goes above the head, it goes above the head and it goes back. It goes back and circles out. It comes in front of you, you pull it in, it goes around the waist, and at the back, the wrist turns so that the cup can stay. If you had a cup on your hand, it's a teacup, it stays on your hand. And then you bring the hand above, circle, front in, waist behind. Going up, circling above the head, front in, waist behind. Going up, circling above the head, coming to the front in, waist behind. Going up, circle above the head, front in, waist behind, up, out, front in, waist behind. Other hand above the head. The hand has the thumb away from you, above your head. So it's not like this, where the thumb is towards me, thumb away from you, pinky finger sides to the back. Pinky finger side goes behind and circles out, comes in front of you, pull in, waist behind, palm stays up so that you can keep the cup, the teacup on your hand, front in, waist behind, going all the way up, circling out, front in, waist behind, going up, out, front in, waist behind, up, out, front in, waist behind. One more time, up and out, front in, waist behind. Both hands above your head, the fingertips of the hands pointing towards each other. So circling both hands out, coming to the front, pulling in, waist behind, going up, out, front, in, waist behind, up, out, front, in, waist behind, up, out, front, in, waist behind. So use the body, you can round the body, arch the body to make it a bit easier. It's a whole body movement, the teacups. It's not just the shoulders and the arms. You will introduce a bit of dysymmetry when you move the body, and we are actually going to do it fully dysymmetrical. So coming up, circling out, front in, waist behind. So right hand behind and goes up. Right hand circles up, left hand comes up and circles, right hand in, left hand in, right behind, left behind, right up and circle, left up and circle, right in, right behind, right up and circle, left up and circle, right in, right behind, right up and circle, left up and circle, right in, right behind, two more times, right up and circles, left up and circles, right in, right behind, right up and circle, left up and circle, right in, right behind. So it's something that looks like this when we do it desynchronized. And it's a very, very nice feeling. I'm loosening my spine, I'm loosening my shoulders. When you get into the groove of it, when it flows, it's a beautiful spiraling motion and it feels nice. And it's kind of the whole body loosening, which takes seconds. And perfect. Let's do some Yang Jwing-Ming Tai-Chi QiGong. So the QiGong we're used to practice, circling the arms, which has been designed as a warm-up for Tai Chi practitioners, but it's a nice QiGong on its own. Breathing in, going up, breathing out, going down, letting the movement guide the breath. The movement is slow, which is slowing down the breath. When you practice on your own, just try to have a movement and a breath coordination that just feels natural to your own rhythm. Circling, crossing the forearms, going out and in, and like a shower, washing the face, washing the throat, washing the chest, the belly, the hips, legs, and down. And again, washing, clearing, rinsing the front, the face, the throat, the chest, feel the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Same movement, washing, clearing the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back, glutes, and down. Imagine, feel like a beautiful, beneficial shower that rinses, cleansing the back of the head, the nape, upper back, mid back, low back, loose down the legs, down the feet. And clearing, rinsing the sides, right and left temple, right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. One more time. Clearing, washing the right and left temple, feel right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. Sinking the chi, hands up, bas au centre, make a nice ball, bring the ball into the chest and roll it. Hands up, bas au centre, into the chest and down. Two more times. Hands up, gathering qualities from earth. You make something nice from them. Bring that into yourself, into your human qualities, and recycle what you don't need. One more time. From earth to man and down. Pushing mountains to east and west. Hands up like sap up a tree trunk. Pushing out to the right and to the left. Bas au centre, ball in the center. Bring it into your chest and down. Hands up like sap up a tree trunk. The sap is distributed out to the branches. So you balance from earth to the environment around you. And you bring those good qualities into yourself. The man level in the middle of the chest and the earth level at the bottom of the body. From earth to man level to the environment and back to man level. And recycling to earth. One more time, hands up like sap up a tree trunk. The sap goes out to the branches. Bas au centre, you make something beautiful out of it. You bring what you need, you let go of what you don't need. Pushing mountain to the front. Hands up like sap up a tree trunk, pressing forward, coming back, bas au centre, into the chest and down. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Two more times, hands up like Sap up a tree trunk that is distributed to the branches of the tree in front of you, to the front, and you gather good qualities that you bring into yourself, man level, and you let go and rebalance with earth. Big bear swims in the water, hands up like sap up a tree trunk, palms up, reaching for higher elevation, going out to the side like you're swimming and dropping. Hands up like sap up a tree trunk from earth to man and all the way up the higher elevation, the higher realms, being compared to heaven. From earth to man to heaven. Man in harmony between heaven and earth. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Parting mountains to east and west, a bit more complex. Shift the weight onto your right. I'm mirroring you. Form a cup with your right hand. Open left toes. Shift the weight on the left. Brush the left knee. The left hand goes down. The right hand goes up. Turn both palms. Paint a rainbow. Bring the left toes in and recenter. Weight on your left hand from the cup. Open right. Right brush knee as you shift the weight to the right. Right hand down. Left hand up. Like you're offering something from the right hand. From the left hand, sorry. Paint a rainbow and come back and recenter. Weight on your right hand from the cup, open left brush knee, left hand down, right hand up, turn both palms, paint a rainbow, recenter. Weight on your left hand from the cup, open right brush knee, right hand down, left hand up, and recenter. And again, one more on each side. Weight on your right hand from the cup, open left brush knee, right hand up, come back, painting a rainbow, bring the toes in and recenter. Last time, weight on your left hand from the cup, open right foot, right toes, brush the right knee, right hand down, left hand up, turn both palms and recenter. Eagle scissors spray, circling the hands, bringing good qualities into your lower dantian, below the belly button in the lower basin in the lower pelvis, where your root energy center, the lower dantian, the center of gravity, which is also the center where the essence that we receive at conception from our parents is considered to be stored in Chinese philosophy. And that essence is like giving us our genetic traits, our ability to grow, to reproduce, to thrive, to survive, to have the impetus and the drive to survive. And it also gives like the spark of every metabolic process. And it's prenatal, or it's acquired before birth at conception. So it's called prenatal essence. One hand at a time, lion rolls the ball. Same thing, going to the lower dantian. We gather good qualities that we bring into the lower dantian to make it full, compact, to keep it full, because it's like a battery that can never be recharged. It is needed to operate the engine of the body and the mind, but it cannot be recharged. So at the end of our life, it has no more charge, no more essence, and that's the end of life. So we try to preserve it by getting good qualities in there. And last time. White crane opens its wings, crossing the forearms. One hand pushes up and the other pushes down. And other side, crossing the forearms. One hand pushes up while the other pushes down. Crossing up and down. As we reach for higher elevation, we stay grounded on earth. Crossing up and down. Crossing up and down. One more time. Crossing and up and down. Crossing the forearms. Gather energy from earth. Mix it with energy from heaven. Let this good energy flow and benefit the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven. Let this good energy flow and benefit the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back, glutes, down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven. From the top of your head, let this good energy come inside, benefiting the brain through the neck, thyroid gland, Lungs and heart in the chest, liver, digestive, reproductive, and menstrual organs, down the legs, down the feet, down the center of earth. Man in harmony with nature, balance between heaven and earth, physical and non-physical part of our nature making one. Bring the left foot to the right, from a fist with your right hand, cover it with your left, and salute. Very nice. So that was Dr. Yang Jwing-Ming Tai-Chi QiGong, representing the harmony between the earth, the heaven, and man in between. The role of man is to connect those two, is to make them work together, physical and non-physical part of our nature, as well as physical and non-physical part of the universe. And man has a role to play there to keep it in harmony. Let's do the 5 Seasons QiGong. So we'll start the same way with 3 repetitions of circling the arms to open things up. And then another clearing, cleansing, going out and in, and clearing, washing the face and the throat and the chest, the belly, legs and down, letting impurities, letting tensions, letting upset melt and flow loosely down the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs and the feet, and be recycled by earth. And for the back, same thing. Any tension, impurities, let them be melted and flow away with back of the head, nape, upper back, mid-back, low back, like a shower. It clears everything that we don't need. And back of the head, nape, feel, upper back, mid-back, low back, glutes, back of the legs and down. And the sides, clearing, rinsing, washing the right and left temple, right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. And one more time for the sides, right and left temple, right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. First season, first element, the spring season of the wood element. Leaning and relaxing, coming up with the low back, mid-back, upper back, standing up. Other side, leaning and relaxing. And coming up with the low back, mid-back, upper back, standing up. It's about relaxing, letting the body hang with its own weight, the vertebrae being pulled away from each other, the hands and the arms relax, and the movement of birth and growth as we come up, pressing on the foot, pushing up, low back, mid-back, upper back, standing up, the quality of the spring of birth and growth, like the plants come out and wake up at the end of the winter, and everything starts to be alive, coming up with the low back, mid-back, upper back, and everything starts to be green again. Green is the color of the wood element. There's a color, a taste, an organ, a sense organ, so the color is green. The taste is sour, like lemon, to stimulate your liver. Drinking a bit of hot lemon water in the morning is a great idea. And coming up again. And second movement, pull the bow, shoot the arrow. Prepare, shift the weight onto your right, grab the bow with the right hand, turn the left toes, pull the bow, shoot the arrow with a sense of direction. It's another quality of the wood element. It has to do with free movement in the direction of your dreams, but you have to have a target. Weight on the left, open right toes, pull the bow, shoot the arrow. So the lever of the wood element is compared to the general of the army, which sets the strategy, this direction. Pull the bow, shoot the arrow. And it is about our sense of vision in life, where we want to be 10 years from now, but also the physical vision, the eyesight, having vision, having good vision, and one more on each side. Qualities related to the wood element. When we can't move freely in the direction of our dreams, we get irritable, we get frustrated, we get angry. So anger is the imbalanced emotion that comes with the wood element. And second season is the summer season, related to the fire element. Up and out like fireworks. We can squat and going up and out like fireworks, bending at the knees, like we're trying to sit back within our zone of comfort. So the fire, summer, the time when everything is getting ripe, time of full energy, full life. It's also, the organ is the heart, and we say the heart houses the mind and the spirit. So it's and the heart rules over all the other organs. The heart is the emperor, the liver was the general of the army, setting the direction, implementing the plan, but the heart is the emperor that needs to rule in calm and in peace. And one more time, because it houses the mind and the spirit. You don't want an agitated mind. Step forward, open your heart, shifting the weight forward, shift the weight back, closing the hands, step back. Step forward with the other side, breathing in, opening the chest, opening the heart, keeping the good things that serve you. Step back. Breathing in, out. Step back. Breathing in, out. Step back. And one more time on each side. Breathing in, out. Step back. And again, breathing in and breathing out and step back. Next come the end of the summer, which is a season, a fifth season, related to the time of harvest, or related to, so it's the earth season, end of summer, earth that produces the food we eat, so related to digestive organs in Chinese medicine. And it's about being grounded. It's about digestion, which is the processing of food into energy and blood that we can use to do things. So there's a notion of processing, of analyzing. So the quality of the mind related to it is the intellect, the ability to think. But when it gets out of balance, it's when we overthink, when we're anxious, we're having mental rumination. That's the imbalance. So we're stretching the liver on the right and the spleen, pancreas, which is considered the digestive organ in the Chinese medicine system. Swinging for the digestive system, hands up, bend the elbows and swing. Up, bend, swing, up, bend, swing, up, bend, swing, up, bend, swing. Like a ball rolls forward, backward, forward, backward in your digestive system, stimulating the peristaltis movement, or the contract release motion that pushes the food down from your stomach to your intestines. And one more. Then comes the fall season, the autumn season of the metal element. Loose fist, elbows together, and the lungs organ. Empty the lungs, loose fist, elbows together, rolling upper back, mid back, low back. Once the lungs are empty, then we can fill them up with good air. If we keep them full of CO2, if we keep them with stalled air because we don't breathe deeply, then we can't replenish them, we can't re-energize. So there's the lungs from the metal element, give us the energy from the air we breathe, so the oxygen, but that's only possible if we can let go of what we don't need. So also mentally and emotionally, it's the quality of letting go. And it's out of balance when we grieve for prolonged time without processing the grief. Not that there's anything wrong with grieving, but it's the inability to move forward, to let go of an idea, of an old job, of a person that we've lost. The inability of letting go and moving on doesn't mean forget, but that if we don't let go, we can't get re-energized. And one more time. The color is white. And dropping one hand at the front, one hand at the back and up. And imagine white sap coming up your legs into your body, into the lungs. And the white sap pushes out of the lung the polluted air, the CO2 you don't need, and it's expelled through puff, the palm, like a black cloud of polluted air or stagnant air in your lungs gets out. And the more you do it, the more the white sap pushes out the polluted air, and the more what comes out is a beautiful, pure, white little cloud, poof, poof, as the lungs get purified. One more on each side. And we let the swing stop. Then comes the winter season of the water element, feet a bit wider. Paint a rainbow and scoop down. Turn the palm forward, painting a rainbow and scoop down. Bending at the knees, not so much bending at the body, but bending at the knees, like you're sitting behind. And scoop and flow. Scoop and flow. You're scooping water that spiral along the arm, reaches the other shoulder, the other arm, the other hand. The hand at the back is over the kidney. The kidney gets a gentle massage from the twisting motion, kidney adrenal gland, scoop and flow, and that water hydrates, benefits, nourishes the kidney. One more time, scoop and flow. The kidneys, the color is blue, and the kidneys have a very important function at the side. Scoop, turn the palm forward, painting a rainbow, and scoop and flow. Since Chinese people did not have access to blood work, they didn't know about hormones, so the kidneys are in charge of everything that the adrenal glands do, giving us the impetus to survive and the thrive to live from that essence that we receive at conception. It's about staying alive, ha ha ha. But it's also all the hormonal functions related to reproduction. Birth, growth, reproduction are related to that essence, which is stored in the kidneys or between the kidneys. And also the kidneys in Chinese medicine are involved in the low back. We treat kidneys point for low back disorders, everything that's chronic, and also bones. Bone health is within the responsibility of the Chinese kidneys. Scoop, flow. Scoop, so the water metabolism, of course, there's no life without water. So the kidneys are just essential in Chinese medicine. And because they have this essence that we mobilize to stay alive, the fight and flight comes from using some of that essence, the adrenaline surge that makes us do the right thing to survive. The emotion that relates to the kidneys is fear. In a healthy way, it's the fear that makes you react and do the right thing to survive. You need that kick in the butt in a way, or it can become an imbalance, which comes if the kidneys are not as strong as they should be. And one more time, scoop and flow. Open both arms, and eagle seizes its prey. So we bring good qualities into the lower belly, the lower dantian, as we want again to preserve, nourish that essence that we receive at conception that gives us all our qualities, our hereditary traits, whether we're tall, small, blue eyes, brown eyes, but also all the reproductive functions, growth, as I was saying, the fight and flight, the thrive to survive, the bones, the low back. So the kidneys have a strong function. So we're getting that essence to be nice and full and replete. One thumb on the belly button, drop the hand. Other thumb on the belly button, drop the hand. And just let the breath move your belly. As you breathe in, the belly expands. As you breathe out, the belly becomes smaller. Let the breath move the belly and the belly move the hands. And imagine your hands get full of good qualities, good energy from your breath. And as you breathe out, it's like heat from your hands goes inside and strengthen your essence in your lower dantian. And that essence is a little bit like the lava of a volcano. We might not perceive it when a volcano is asleep. When a volcano is asleep, you don't see anything from the outside. So sometimes we have moments where we feel maybe not very energized, not very purposeful, a bit reacting in life, heavy, exhausted. We don't think there's anything, but this lava is always there. There's always lava under the volcano, and there's always a lot of power. There's a lot of strength. Even if we don't know it, even if we don't see it, we do have that. From the moment we were conceived to our last breath, we do have that. Or it's like a little candle that shines inside. Even if we can't see the candle because there's clouds or fog, the candle is there and it's burning and it shines. So you have that all the time, whatever. Perfect. And let's spend just a few minutes. My hands are nice and warm now because they've been kind of pumping good qualities into my lower dantian with my breath. Yeah. Let's do a QiGong with various movements, some of them from the old Yang Tai-Chi style. One thumb on the belly button, drop the hand. Other thumb on the belly button, drop the other hand. And again, let's, for a couple of breaths, the breath move the belly, and the belly move the hands. Big belly as you breathe in, small belly as you breathe out. It's all relaxed. The Phoenix awakens, lifting the heels, opening the hands, dropping the heels, dropping the hands without touching the belly. Breathing in, breathing out, like a beautiful, graceful, and powerful bird awakens in the morning and is starting to move its wings to just get the body moving before taking its flight. And one more time. Breathing in, out. Open the left foot wide, wider than hip width apart, and commencement of Tai Chi of the old Yang style. Coming up, moving energy of the low back, mid back, upper back, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon, moving the arms forward, come back in. Fingertips horizontal, drop the fingertips, energy flows down the center line of the chest and the belly. We go down, bending at the knees, like sitting behind, 45 degrees or a bit more with the arms. Press the feet down, move the energy of the low back, mid back, upper back, top of the head, forehead. You're making a circle at the level of your forehead. You move the circle forward, like you're opening your third eye, looking at the moon, coming back, fingertips horizontal. Drop the fingertips along the central line of the chest and the belly. Two key energy pathways, extraordinary vessels, governing vessel at the back, low back, mid back, upper back, top of the head, forehead, the so-called governing vessel, master of the yang in the body. And conception vessel at the front, master of the yin of the body, down the chest and the belly. Opening the hands wider, another extraordinary vessel running on each side, right and left leg, right and left torso, right and left neck, temples, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. In. Fingertips horizontal. Fingertips face the central line of the chest and the belly and inside the legs. And we go around the shins and a bit wider than before. Right and left leg, right and left belly, chest, neck, temples, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. In. Fingertips down. Fingertips face the central line. Down the chest and the belly. And again. Opening wide, pressing the feet down, moving energy of the right, left leg, the right, left chest, belly, chest, neck, temples, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. If you don't go low in the squatting part, it's totally okay. You get all the benefits. Let's go with 2 fingers down the center line of the chest and the belly. 2 fingers inside the legs. And 2 fingers point towards your eye. Bring good qualities into your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your tongue, your throat, down the chest, the belly, and going down. And bring healing chi into your eyes, into your nose, into your tongue, your mouth, your throat, your chest, the belly, and down. And purify your eyes. Purify your nose, purify your tongue, your mouth, your throat, your chest, the belly, and down. And purify what you see. Purify what you smell, purify what you taste, purify what you say, purify what you mean. Going down, opening the hands, 2 hands open, and bring good qualities to your ears, along the nape, the lungs, the breast, the kidneys, and down. Bring good qualities and bring healing chi to your ears, healing chi to your nape, to your breast, your chest, your lungs, and your kidneys, and back. And purify your ears, purify your nape, your lung, your breast, your kidneys, your chest, and down. Purify what you hear. Purify the air you breathe that's in your lungs, and purify everything that's getting through your kidneys. And then we go down, palms up, moving energy up the central line of the belly, the chest, the throat, the face, the top of the head, and it pours down the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back, loosen down the legs. And again, we go down, palms turns up, moving energy of the central line of the belly, the chest, the throat, the face, the top of the head, and it pours beautifully down the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back. One more time. Palms up, moving energy of the central line of the belly, the chest, the throat, the face, the top of the head, and it pours down the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back, all the way down, and palms face the floor, pulling 2 beautiful columns of energy from your palms. Rest your hands on those beautiful columns of energy, like you have a tabletop and you're resting there. Yin Yang palms, shift the weight onto your right, and your left hand is forward. The right fingers are by the elbow. Reverse the hands. My hands face to the outside. As I shift my weight towards the left, my hands pivot, and now they're facing to the outside. Reverse the hands, shift the weight from the side, reverse the hands, shift the weight, reverse the hands, shift the weight. Going back, reverse the hands, shift the weight, yin yang palms. Like there's a tabletop in front of you with flour, like a mound of flour, and you're flattening it with your whole forearm, and you prevent with that hand things from falling from the tabletop. Shift the weight, reverse the hands, shift the weight, reverse the hands, shift the weight, reverse the hands, shift the weight. One more on each side. Yin yang palms, reverse the hands, shift the weight. A very smooth, very nice movement. Reverse the hands, shift the weight. Rolling elbows, we recenter and rolling elbow forward, other elbow, as if we're hitting downward on something which is at a high level. One more on each side, rolling elbow, rolling elbow. Now, as if we're hitting something at a mid-height, rolling elbow, rolling elbow. One more on each side, rolling elbow. Now we're hitting something downward, which is low, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow. And now we reverse, like we're hitting upward something which is low, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow. Something which is a mid-height, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow. Something which is at upper height, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow, rolling elbow. Very nice. Let's draw a bottle gourd, the head of a snowman, the chest of the snowman, the bottom of the snowman, representing the 3 dantians, the upper dantian that we open and close, the center of the spirit, the consciousness, the middle dantian, the center of the chi, life force, the lower dantian, the center of the essence, vitality. Breathing in, out. Breathing in, out. Breathing in, out. So the 3 dantians with the shen or the spirit, the consciousness, the organizing consciousness, the chi, the life force in the chest, what helps us move and think, and the essence in the lower belly, in the lower dantian, which is the root energy, like the battery that we receive at conception that cannot be recharged. So these are called the three treasures: the spirit consciousness, the Qi life force, and the Jing essence. Breathing in, out. Last time, breathing in, out. Breathing in, out. We circle the arms all the way out, and the phoenix flies to the sun. So now the phoenix is ready to go, moving energy of the central line or the spinal cord of the low back, mid back, upper back, the neck into the ventricles of the brain. Push the sky and let the sky open, and you're immersed into the beautiful qualities of the heaven. Moving energy from the spinal cord of the low back, mid back, upper back, neck, ventricles of the brain. So like the cerebrospinal fluid, the fluid that surrounds the spinal cord and that is in little cavities called ventricles inside the brain, moving it up. We reach for higher elevation and we let the beautiful qualities of the universe fill us, surround us. One more time, breathing in, up the spinal cord of the low back, mid back, upper back, into the head. Push, reaching for higher elevation, and let things let you be immersed in the good qualities of the universe. Feet together, crossing the forearms, gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven, and this good energy will benefit the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven, and these good qualities flow and benefit the back of the head, nape, heel, upper back, mid back, low back, glutes down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven, and these good qualities from the top of your head come inside the middle of the head, the upper dantian, center of your Shen, your consciousness, your spirit, through the chest, the middle of the chest, the center of the Qi, the life force, and through the center of the lower belly, the lower dantian, the center of your Jing, our essence, our vitality. Man in harmony with nature, balance between heaven and earth, but also the three treasures that make us a whole being, integrated and working together. Form a fist with your right hand, your own right hand, cover it with your own left, and salute. Very nice. So this is the end of this class. For the Qigong part, we'll have a separate video where we will work on the Yang 24 Tai Chi form. So I will also send you the link, or you can find it in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this recording, and give me feedback, send me notes. I'll be always happy. This will be like a video of a typical session that we do, which feels really nice. And I hope you do as well. I look forward to see you in person or on Zoom, or to interact with you through these videos at any point. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you soon.